if such a thing is applicable to you. Let's jump right back in. About another week since our last foray. A little less time between than last time, but I'm sure my incompetence will rise to the challenge. So, we had just opened this gate. We have met all of our human/ghosty friends, as well as the large collection of demonic foliage further in. Just a small handful of souls. I forget what the limit is at this point. Threshold I must reach. 62. Let's see, before we move on too far, let's just get one of those stats boosted here by something. Hello, human sorcerer. Good morning. Looking well. Oh, not today. I'm good. Good without your slashes and or backstabs. Thank you. Sweet. Offer. The old bob and weave. Let's see what that gets me. Something. Small something. I will waste on... Oh, let's do endurance. Why not? Okay. Then, having absolutely no foul, shall we say, to our death, but 466, which is easily recoverable. Let's head back this way and try to do a little cleanup. There are a few nasties that I have been passing. Say all of the major bosses. And it's just time to go back and clean up a few. Not major bosses, of course, but things like Black Knights. Let's just take those out of the equation if possible. Well, we have nothing to lose. It'd also be kind of nice at some point to go try that Hydra down there. I forget things like what he's vulnerable to, what his moveset is, etc. That would be helpful. But right now, I've just got one particular Black Knight in mind. Back near good old Tony's Borg. Let's see if we can deal with him. This will look familiar, I'm sure. How many of you? Just get rid of me. Behind you. Only fair warning. Alright. I think he's back here-ish. Two mistakes. There we go. So hoping to avoid those, but oh well. We'll get better. Avoiding them. Hoping I could slip in there with a little opportunity, but okay, we see how it is now. One for good measure. I've wasted far too much of my Estus and pride in getting back here, but here we are, ready to try to tackle one of the big nasties. For bragging rights, I imagine. If not actual physical brownies. If any bakers may be out there wondering, how can I donate brownies? It's really quite simple. Walk you through the process. No, we don't have time for that. I'm sorry. I'm sure they're delicious. Just keep dragging him down to our level here. I don't much fancy fighting him in that corridor. Goodness, that has quite a reach. And a thickness to it, which we shan't mention again. Ah, and it can be aimed very late in the game. Alright? Is the guy that we are so hoping to remove, and I'm sure now you know why. It's pride and bragging rights and brownies, as mentioned earlier. Those are the three triumvirate of reasons. So I'll hopefully take a few less crossbow bolts on the way there this time, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll take more crossbow bolts. Same old dance. No song. Eventually we'll make up a song, I'm sure. For now, this dance choreography, am I right? Wow. Stellar. Live. I don't want any of your weaponry in me, in my person. So close. So poor. Poorly timed, poorly handled, in many ways. Hey, drink buds. The end of drink buds. It was short-lived, but emotionally resonant for all of us. Why I have such a odd penchant for magicking these guys. It just seems fun and right. Or not. timing is still quite poor. Slightly better timing that last one, but it doesn't make up for the rest. I asked. Care for you at all, spearman. Your sick ways. Greasy mustache that I'm sure we established earlier. But we won't go into again now. Alright, now we're up to 3,500 souls just ambiently tooling around, but hey, we'll risk it. Hello again. Please become aggressive towards me. And in many ways, just a big meanie. What a meanie, they'll say for years about you. Come on, buddy. Let's go to the base of the tower there. Oh, he does not respond well to offensive Canadian accents. That's he will not stand for. Yikes. There's just so much health off each and every time. May not have been far enough away, but hey, we risked it. We came out the other side. Let me get in a counterpoint here, or are we just gonna keep with the beating? The me on the ground, in the fetal position, just crying and being beaten. What you're into? I see. See now. Gosh, I never expected that thing to be able to homing missile in on me like it is. I'm sure I should be expecting that. No. Heavy-handed, shall we say. Watching a TV lawyer commercial. Get struck in the face. So close. Just a little bit more. If I can not flub the whole thing, that'd be great. That would be a nice quick flub. So, just in the name of general cleanliness and traffic reduction, there's another Black Knight down. But actually, the more I'm thinking of it, there may be one more in the Undead Burg that I did not go after. Hello? Spikles? Spikles of the Undead Burg? Is this the time? Is your roast done? Spikles is definitely out there waiting to unleash a terrible vengeance upon my backside, should I make even the smallest of missteps. And good for him. Give me just one moment here. I'm not sure if my internet is dying. 1 second. It is apparently a surprise, even to me, I don't know if I am still broadcasting, but we'll forge ahead. See what happens. Someone can let me know in the chat. Or something. Hopefully I am still with you all. For another half hour or so at least. On this groggy morning of mine. You likely deserve much better. Something to think about. For both of us, I suppose. If I could increase the quality of my groggy morning content, that would be one option. But, you know, something to think about. Alright, let's forego the traditional magics. Get thee past the swordsman. Get thee hither. Come on, swordsman. Get thee past. So we will return and take care of our upper undead burg Black Knight at another time. Perhaps when we take on Hovel, which is another TBD. I'm just gonna go this way because I don't remember what is out that way. I do remember this guy in the corner though. Bully for me. One more usher. To God, there aren't any drakes. Some niche humor for you there. Humor? Is humor the right word? Yeah, I think that's it. Nope, not there. I got all turned around. Just me and him rolling around on the courtyard stones. I lost all sense of place. My heart was beating too quickly, too filled with rapture at the sight of his bony presence. Bony because he's an actual skeleton, nothing strange. I'm just to clarify. Alright, I can't even recall if I synced to the dragon bonfire. I think I did because I was checking my internet, but did not intend to. But now we're back to good old Andre the blacksmith. Getting very close to another 6,000 at this point. I believe we did finally handle the Black Knight down in the cave to the Valley of the Drakes. I don't think we need to worry about him anymore. So the Hydra is a big possibility to try. Once we lower our souls pile, perhaps. And Hovel is another contender. Top contender for today's vengeance. So if I go this way, it will lead me eventually to the Hydra, the back way, as well as all of our human friends in the forest, and I'm sure some other things that I'm forgetting. If I go that way, I can take a peek at Hovel. I think I'll just go do that now. Because if I could take him and the Undead Burg Black Knight out, I may be able to call that progress. Deep within myself. So let's make our way carefully down the cliff. We may find our lizard friend again, and wildly swing at him to no effect. No effect whatsoever. Ah, or maybe he does not respawn after the first time. I really can't recall. But I think he would have been there. So just just use the power of your imagination and think, golly, it'd have been fun if there was a crystal lizard on this journey. And then really that's the big reward. That's all you get. Apologize, but there's nothing I can do about it. Still, I'm sorry. Attract a gentleman caller. A non-gendered crystalline caller. Oh, that was a mistake. That second swing of mine was a big mistake that we're all regretting now. Oh, two gentlemen callers. Both with a spiky plethora of messages for me. Not interested. Thank you. Turn to sender. Turn. I believe I said. So we have 6,000 souls to gamble with Hovel. I should probably just go back and kill some foliage. But these vast walks and foliage killing trips, I'm sure, are just killing you. Your levels of boredom skyrocketing. The only thing I could do to make it worse is pack in another elevator somewhere. I'm sure we could find a way. So let me jump down here and see if I can restock one crystal golem guy, perhaps, and then onward. Forge ahead. Actually, the forge is back and above, but we'll pretend that there's a forge ahead. At some point, I'm going to have to come back through here and deal with some drakes. Washers. I'm not sure how that's going to go, or what weapon will be used. But I guess we'll find out when we come to it. Heading back to the crystal guys. Trying to fill the dead silence in which I am so alone with my thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. Oh God, how they're creeping up. Oh no, they're overwhelming me. Alone with my thoughts. Oh, there you go. We tried so many times to lock on to him. That seemed unwise of me. Call it intentional. Sure you want to smash the ground with your big, weird power. But I'm just not having it, sir. Okay, I think that's enough. Let me get one more, just in case I didn't fully pay attention to the final two digits. You know me. My ability to pay attention to the final two digits. My soul's count. Be hit by the Hydra this close. Though it did appear to damage that guy slightly. That's something to keep in mind. 300 points of ouch in the background. Many points of ouch right there in my groin area also. But right to the groin area. That's a rare target. Plenty. I wish those guys didn't come back. Maybe that's harsh of me. / perhaps a bit racist against the crystal people. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the cultural guidelines of the crystal people. it's really more of a safety thing. I just wish I could get to the Hydra safely, is what I mean to say. So let's see if we can soak one more point into here. Into something. 66, okay. I have a faulty memory. Like a rusty old sieve left in the desert. Never to be made use of again. The truth of the matter is I just wanted to pack one more of these long, silent walks in. I imagine you're probably still making a sandwich. You don't want to miss any of the action. You're still just off stage left there making a sandwich for yourself with some pimento loaf. And I just didn't want to interrupt with that. That's important to me. Your nutrition and your needs have value to me. Yes, thank you. Okay, that should now finally be enough. Unless my memory is faulty again. So one final trip. Keep making that sandwich. Don't pay attention to the screen. It's not ready yet. There's no action here. Nothing to be missed. Just focus on the pimento loaf. I swear to God, if I find out that you've been watching this instead of focusing on the pimento... We'll get into it later. Why not? Just some brute, barbarian strength to carry us through the basin. So, down to 189, I will happily gamble 189 against our chunky iron friend. With the giant teardrop dragon scythe stalactite hammer, whatever he has, that hurts me so deeply in my sternum. Coccyx. Primarily the coccyx. I'd say about 40% sternum, really. At most. Sure, I'm not being followed. Maybe being followed. I can't really tell. Being followed by creepy player silhouettes. Get out of here! Okay, Havel. What do you want from me? What is it that I can do for you? You seem so intent on pouring out of me. Is it death? Do you long for the sweet release? Is that what you need? It's getting weird now, I'm sorry. Okay, this is some low stamina. I wish I knew what he was, weak to, and was using that instead this whole time. Ouch. I know what I'm weak to. It's pretty obvious. I'd like for you to die, is my stance in this debate. Where I'm coming from here is that I'd like for you to just die. Too much to ask? Apparently. Wish that had connected. That would have been great. Any one of these could totally kill me. I've just been very lucky thus far. sidestep. And backstab, yes! Finally, something went right. Oh, what a way to take him out. A little subterfuge. Back, never mind. I was gonna say back passage. I have to complete it now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to be weird. I was just trying to think of something wittier to say. And here we are. Here we are in Public Apology Town. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I said. So now we have full access to the watchtower. I believe we can go back up to the Berg. We can revisit memories of the Taurus demon, long dead. This is fantastic. I couldn't hope for more. Yes, haha, perfect. Well, haha, perfect, and then, well, you saw what happened. I believe he's down here. There should be a bonfire back there I could rest at if we want to tackle a little more vengeance in the day. Morning vengeance. This whole session. Smell this. It's like strawberries, right? It's weird. Chair. Okay, I think I will. Why not? Just go rest. That would be the smart thing to do. Okay. There we go. And you get in your strikes. Get in your gripes and swipes. Go on. Ready to hear it. Just got so angry at that table at the last minute. Sorry. Forgive my outburst. The table drew my ire. Bernie corpse time for me. Thank you very much. Appreciate the offer. So this one was half ready by the time I began. Thanks to all of those quickness stats. The statistic of quickness. I'm sure you've seen many times. Okay. Back to, well-worn ground. Looks like home. Despite the unwelcome attitude. Native population. Speaking of which, get in that corner and stay there. Corpse man. He was upset that I had kicked his friend and I was not paying attention. But it's almost as though nothing happened due to the fancy space-time mechanics of Lordran. Okay, what is my next? Ah, come on. Third time's the charm. Here we go. 7019. If you're curious, the final two numbers, 19. So we're risking a few souls, but nothing that a quick trip through Parkroot Garden can't get us back. If this Black Knight takes me out, let's try it. Ooh. There's one down. I need to roll. Maybe that's my problem. Or run, or anything that begins with an R. I need to ruminate. That will get me across the gap. Yeah. Oh, come on. I don't remember. I don't even remember if that is makeable. I'm just being wildly dangerous. I'm eviling all up in my Knieveling. Needlessly, I might add. Needlessly Knieveling. Oh, that is oddly fun to say. Go ahead, try it. Wait. Good, right? Feels good. So I guess we'll just go the old-fashioned way here. No harm, no foul. Except those 2 times I killed myself, that was foul. Hello? Has anyone taken my trap? My trap bait? Ah, they did, but it's too late. Come on. Come on out. No one's gonna hurt you. No one's gonna lie to you. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Both of those were not true. I'm sorry. Sir. Sir. Okay, here we go. Finally at the correct staircase. Hey, buddy friend. Hey, friendy pal. Ah, you have a friendy pal yourself. Oh, what a shame for me. Sword out. That was so boring. Well, alright. So yeah, take the other shield guy out before you go down. Is the lesson I've learned. Take stairs, boy, down with me. This one has much less health than his counterpart we just fought. Thank goodness. That would have been it for me. It should have. Would and should have been it for me. Nice sword, that's nice. Likely unwieldy. Okay, there we go. So we took 2 Black Knights and Hovel out permanently, I believe. Well, that is not a gaping dragon's worth of progress. I will happily take it. And call it my own. We need 7,019. We should be able to get that on the way back to another bonfire before perhaps trying the Hydra. Maybe that will be the big finale of my groggy morning. I don't remember what part this is. I want to say 7. I want to say it's part 7, but you may find out later that I lied to you. If you find me, I think we're required to have a duel. Oh, there's the water. More careful of the Hydra's spit spray. He learned a thing or two from the llamas. And we're back here. Give me one moment to grab a sip of coffee. I'll be right back with you. Okay, I am back. My apologies for another long pimento loaf making session. So, I was back in Darkroot Basin, I believe, down the Watchtower. It was such a short time ago, and yet I'm still wondering. Firebombing action. And more. This guy up here might be a small problem, but try it. Good. He was no problem at all. Worried about those narrow stairs, but they let me past. So nice to have free reign of this. That'd be a helpful corridor. Glittery green pile of souls. Souls that I lost not long ago. So let's go back to the, thanks. Let's go back to the lower bonfire here. I don't know what to call it. The Drake fire. The tunnel fire. Etc. I think this might be the closest one to the Hydra. Not entirely sure. May actually be the hidden bonfire at this point, but we'll try this one. And I guess I should level up. I neglected to look at my count. Let's match dexterity and strength for now. And let's go take a look at this Hydra. See what happens. Very least, it will be another setup, like the Gaping Dragon, to show you just how poorly I'm equipped to handle it, and then later we will return triumphant. But maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows? Those large blasts of llama spit aren't giving me much confidence. Giving me so little confidence, I've lost the ability to speak. That was not what I wanted. But oh well. Down an Estes. Down an Estes right before a Hydra fight. You just llama spit all over these two guys. I wouldn't mind that at all. There's an item there on the shore of the lake. Or maybe it's just some glowy flower, I don't know. So close. There we go. Back up to the cliff either. Wouldn't be fun for me. Crystal Massacre. Many, many souls lost to the depths. That's what regret it. Now I can actually go to the Hydra, officially in combat. Quite a volley. So much llama spit. From such a range. I'd be impressed if I wasn't so filthy with llama spit. Can't even think straight. Alright, last crystal down. Nice. And yikes again. Man, those almost seem like they home, rather. Sure that they hone. So. That's 3 S's. An okay amount of health. Just need to get past his spit. I'm sure he can start biting at me or something, which is going to be even worse. Spit packs a punch. Made it to the shore. To the Hydra itself. And, we'll see. I'm not super confident at the moment, but if I can get past that llama spit, we'll see. On how much damage he actually takes from what I'm serving up. Which I think in food terms is likely maybe one diagonally cut piece of toast with no butter. That's about what I'm serving up at this point. Not quite Michelin star. I'm getting there. I'm learning, slowly. I really wish these guys did not come back. I keep saying that. Because it is just such a fervent hope of mine. And so fervently dashed each time. Barring them not responding at all, I wish there was a way to get past them to fight the Hydra without really needing to worry about it. I effectively think you need to take them out every time. It's time consuming. Not to mention a bit of a bummer. Just a bit of a bummer. Run from the llama spit. In a pinch. Leave that guy? Is there any hope of me leaving that guy, at least? These are my questions. Just... that'll happen. Just jumping into the llama's pit. Stop spitting. Yeah, ashes and crystal friend. Okay. I got something out of the deal. Indeed, because you're fairly susceptible to physical damage once you're in there in head slashing range. Let's try one more time. Let's also check this, though I doubt it will be light enough for me to use much. 37. Little lighter than the Elite Knight for about the same amount of protection. Definitely something to think about. I've got to sell some broken swords, apparently. I do have that. Not bad. Okay. Close the equipment menu. Still very important. So, let me try this Hydra one more time. And then we will decide how this episode will end. Or rather, the circumstances will decide for me. Abdicated my responsibility. I am hoping, while we take care of the good old crystal guys again, the umpteenth time, I'm hoping to be able to do a little bit more of this over the next week or so, as I'm on a bit of a holiday break here. Telling you about it has destroyed my ability to defend myself. So, all of that to say, hopefully I will be able to spend a little more time with you throughout this week. We'll make some more progress here. Just, giving you the heads up, I guess. Not sure why I'm mentioning it. Let's see what happens. Can't all just group together and... Okay, no, you totally can. I'm 100% for this. Is there anything at all I can do to support you in your efforts? It's helpful to you in this time of need. Alright, just die, though. That's really what this is about. Close to my very exposed back. Thighs. I shouldn't be keeping my thighs so fully exposed, but that's my choice. Please come into slashy range. I can't deal with the lungs bit. I have no stomach for it. Pains me. Jeez. So that is not insignificant amount of damage. It's not great. Probably chip away at him. I should really get rid of that crystal guy. The speed hasn't been I should probably always check to see items equipped that allow me to walk through water. I think That's the ring that, like, usually if you're in ankle to knee-deep water, you go really, really slowly, but if you're wearing that ring, I don't think it affects you. Which helps a lot in the ankle to knee-deep water of the Hydra. You know. But I don't even know. One nest is left. I don't think I have a chance in hell. But let's try it. My one nest is going. Engage with me here. One of the obstacles in our path. Must be showing me this, because that is the correct ring that I was just speaking of. Thank you, loading screen. Very sweet. So the thing that's strange about the Hydra fight is that they have, 9 heads or whatever to start with, and that's as hard as it gets if you can survive at all to start cutting off heads. It gets easier and easier as it goes along because he only has a few things to attack you with. So the weird thing about this one is it starts very, very difficult, but then if you can get any traction at all, you can quickly make some progress. But my traction meter is low. I thought that might be enough, but okay. Sure. Don't like the thick, viscous llama spit. Just makes me sad. So I should really be getting in the habit of taking that other crystal. It's an emergency. Exercising patience. Ugh. Exercise. It's the correct direction. That's good. So stop spitting at me. My one and only wish. This time. That was behind a rock. Come on. Let's all be honest with ourselves. Oh, okay. I fully thought I would be protected behind there, but apparently that is not llama spit proof. And I'm a little upset about it. Let's just go there. I'll calm down eventually. It'll be fine. That, I suppose, makes up for last session where I was fighting that guy in the Undead Burg, and he clearly got a stab all the way through me from the back passage that we mentioned earlier. Clean forward, and it did not count. I guess this is my comeuppance. My karmic comeuppance. So I did not, I don't believe, retrieve my souls that time. Which is fine, I suppose. I don't remember how many I had. It was probably 3,000? What am I missing here? Part of every boss battle where I ask myself, is there a way to make this easier? Is there a way to cheese him horribly? Just sneak on past, etc., etc. I want to spit on my friends. Everything you've done. And you've done. It was very fun and dramatic. I was hoping that would actually kill one of them, but okay. Premature hopes. Two birds are surprisingly made out of stone. Well, I'm just being beaten by this one. Just being soundly thrashed by each of his well-chosen moves. It's like a Pokemon battle. Super effective. Provides little to no protection. I swear those are like coming closer to me. I don't know how you do that with your spit, exactly. It's a very impressive trick. Heat-seeking spittle. Okay. These two guys are down. See how far into the water I can get here, because it's hanging around the bank. The shore has not turned. Please do it. Just can't handle your spit, man. It's the spit. I need to be to activate that physical attack instead of his ranged. It seemed pretty far out there in the water to me. So this may be another obstacle we return to. I'm not sure how much of your time I want to waste exactly throwing my corpse against the Hydra. But eventually, we will stand triumphant over his many, many heads. I have faith. In Lord Dran, that's really just about all you can hold on to. All right. We will return here, I suppose, to the Darkroot Basin after I have woken up, had some more coffee, and figured out just how the heck we're going to tackle him. Barring that, we can always fly back to the depths and try our gaping dragon friend again. We're still on the search for lightning weapons. So we have many options, but we did kill a few Black Knights. We killed our thickly armored friend down in the watchtower basement, and I will call that a win. thank you for your kind indulgence and for your time, and hopefully I will have many more opportunities in the coming days to spend some time with you. Until then, take care of yourself. Watch out for cliffs. Don't roll backwards off of them. Much love.